Hey YouTube! So, here it is. I've been threatening to do this for a while. Here is my original acoustic guitar. Thinking about this is the oldest guitar I've got, as in the one I've had the longest. I bought this on my 18th birthday. That was a while ago. Actually, my birthday's coming up at the end of the month. I might do another song on this for my birthday as a sort of anniversary for it. So, so a lot of years. This is a Yamaha FG411S. Yeah. So this one, I said what I thought, that the frets were pure knackered, and well, they were a bit. They weren't nearly as bad as I thought they were. So I've now sorted them out. So this is the first time it's actually got. It seemed to be incredibly. I've mentioned before when on my 18th birthday when I went into McCormick's I tried every guitar between like £100 and £300, and this is the one that was loudest. And all I did was basically play an A minor on pretty much all of them. The fret that was the most knackered in this was like behind. The first fret behind hat, you can see it actually, I don't know if you can see how worn the actual fretboard is. Because I just played A minor all the time. A minor is my favourite chord. I think it probably still is, to be honest. So I was a little bit disappointed when after I sorted out all the frets, I cleaned it up, put it back together again, and I was really gutted when I actually played it. It sounded like there's a pillow on it. It's since. I was playing it last night, battered out. That's why I didn't do a video yesterday, because I was pretty disappointed in it. But I think after playing it for an hour or something like that, everything started vibrating and it now sounds alright. It's not as good a guitar. In fact, just get that while I'm here. Whoop. So this is the Washburn I've been playing the last couple of weeks, and one of the things is I think that guitar basically costs twice as much as this, especially if you're talking to me like I think it was 200 quid, 180 quid, something like that, and they were like 500 quid, so it's like, there is a difference, especially in an acoustic, you know, it's less so in an electric because you're plugging into an amp, whereas an acoustic, all it is what it is. I noticed it's got brass bridge pins. They were put in because I think the other one snapped, because like most people, you don't have an actual thing for pulling them out. What you should do is just go onto eBay right now and buy a string winder. This guitar, that Washburn just wants to be dented, and it's got like a wee gouge thing in there, so you can take the pins out without having to chew it up using pliers, which I think everybody just uses pliers, but it's totally worth it. For they've been there like £1 or something like that. If you see them sitting on the counter in all the guitar shops for, as I said, like £1 or something like that, it's worth just having one. This one, I took the tuners off and cleaned them. But it's actually got really good tuners. They've got this my favourite kind of is it kidney bean, that's called, top bit. You know, proper, you know, sealed Yamaha units. And this has got quite a lot of dents in it. And I took this. This has been a lot of places with me. Most of these dents came from when I went to a place called the Devil's Pulpit, which is a gorge up just before you get to Loch Lomond, and it's like a mad staircase thing that's been hewn in by the Druids thousands of years ago. And I was carrying something and I had this on my back or something. I remember walking down this, you know, as you're going down a gorge. It sounds, you know, we're not talking about the Grand Canyon here, it's not a big gorge, it's deep, going down this thing, and I remember hitting off the sides and just going dong, and because I had it on my back, I was carrying something else, or I might have even been holding on, and it's like it just had to ring, and it's like, so it's got some history. It's got quite a lot of dents in the back of the neck as well. I mean, I didn't really look after it particularly well. And also I noticed that there, it's kind of going like Willie Nelson's trigger. I've almost worn through the top. Yeah, so the S stands for solid top. This one, as you can see there, it's got a mic inside it. I thought this. I was surprised what this looked like when I got it out. I seem to remember being a bit disappointed that this. I thought this was going to look really cheap and plasticky. It doesn't really look that cheap and plasticky. It's a bit out of place on the guitar, perhaps, but not much. So I put an Artec preamp thing in it. Has that actually got a headphone? It's got a headphone socket on it. Yeah. I don't know why you would want that, but it's got a headphone socket. So I suppose it's just a line out. It's also got just a guitar jack. I don't know why I didn't put an end pin one. I guess it just came with that. Yeah, so that's like, it's got a piezo pickup under the bridge and the mic, and there's a blend to blend between, you know, it definitely makes a difference because piezos can be a bit harsh and the mic's a little bit boomy, so if you kind of get harsh and boomy and mix them together, you get nice in the middle. Yeah, so I'll show you the difference in volume between this. This is a spruce, Sitka spruce top with a dark wood mahogany laminate body, something like that, compared to the Washburn there, which is a cedar top with a maple laminate body. So there is a difference in sound. So this is it. It sounds better now than it did yesterday. See, this one's going to be much louder, whether it's a tune or not. It's so much brighter, but it's a much more expensive guitar. I mean, it's like what I'm looking forward to is I've ran out of strings. I've just ordered some more. I've got another one of these. This is a D30. I've got a D32, which I never really liked this one because the D32 was much better. So I don't know what it's going to sound like. It must be absolutely amazing. Expect that next week or whenever the strings arrive. Yeah, so old friend. I think this will now be this is my acoustic, has been. I had it for 25 years coming up. There you go. So on my birthday it's the 25th anniversary, is that right? Aye. So 25 years I've owned a guitar. Back when I only had 2 guitars, I had a rubbish electric guitar. It was my first one was a Honor Rockwood with a bent neck, and then the next one, the electric I got the following, like 6 months later, was a Yamaha RGX 321P, which is like a kind of Ibanez RG. Had a Floyd Rose. I didn't really know what a Floyd Rose was, so the thing was either sitting up at 45 degrees or sunk into the body, and it was just a nightmare. Plus I hated it because it wasn't very vintagey, you know. It's like it was a sort of Steve Vai looking thing. I don't like that at the time. But this is the original guitar. Maybe did I have this before? I may have had this before the Yamaha actually. This might. Anyway, so I'm going to brutalise a Caravan song, and if I get a copyright hit in this one, like I did with the Eagles' "Take It Easy," where I didn't actually put that video up, I didn't really want to give the Eagles any money. Whereas if I do get, I kind of hope I do get a copyright strike for this one, so at least Caravan gets some money because they kind of deserve it, and I don't think they're particularly. They would probably notice it. Well, 20 pence or whatever it is a month, but I mean, hey, it's better than nothing. I'm going to try and do something that probably won't work using this mic as well, which is on as a sort of loopy thing. I've not got it plugged in. I'm just going to play it acoustic. This is from the album 1973, I think, for girls who grow plump in the night. No, and it's also not, and this is not a song I used to play. Like I don't think I've ever played it on the guitar before. I used to play the bass in a Caravan band. We used to play the bass on it, and it's just totally not in my singing range whatsoever, like most of the ones I could play. So it'll be a bit rubbish. I'll get all the disclaimers in first before anyone gets offended. I'm not claiming to be good at this. Oh, only girl, would you like a sweet to eat? Well, I've got something that I'd like you to hold, and my brother will tell you that it's good for your cold. So then, surely there's nothing wrong. Take my hand and we'll try to make a stand for all censorship, decency, all night long. You're naive if you really do believe that the world is so full of sin. Never look back on the things that you lack and you're in. My mama said that I should stay out of bed, but I know that I like it in there. Legs and thighs and nose and goodbyes, it's all there. Oh my, oh my. Look at pretty boys and shoes they're sewn. Got a different candy, rock and roll. Here is my cure for cold. Here is my cure for measles. And when you've tried those and you've infected your toes, when you're surely in luck, he's got to start a new show. So strong, coming on and on and on and on. Yes and on, coming on strong, coming on and on and on and on. Yes and on, coming on strong, coming on and on and on and on. If you really do believe that the world is so full of sin, never look back on the things that you lack in your head. Those and you've infected your toes with your shooting and mark on a starting good show. So if you come with me, try to keep the inside out. Take my hand and we'll try to make a stand for all such a shift decency. Oh my God, you're naive if you really do believe that the world is so full of sin. Never look back on the things that you lack in your head. My mama said that you should stay out of bed, but I knew that I'd like it in there. Legs and thighs and nose and goodbyes, it's all there. It's totally the wrong range for me. Oh, medicine down, coming on strong, coming on and on and on and on. Medicine down, coming on strong, coming on and on and on and on. The world is so full of sin. Never look back on the things that you like in your end. Naive if you really do believe that the world is so full of sin. Never look back on the things that you like in your end. Oh, 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 oh my, oh my. Yeah, sorry, Pie. This guy who wrote and sang it. I did brutalise it somewhat, but here you go. Last night I was on the Bucky and I did a big harmony thing with that, and it was interesting, cringeworthy. So I didn't go pure mental with trying to do harmonies because I can't really do harmonies. I also tried soloing over it, but it's hard chords. I really want to. There's chords in this. I mean, I need to learn some chord theory. I'm really rubbish at them. I just kind of play power chords, and it's even in that. It's got like an F major 7. And it's like I don't even know how to use that. And that, you know, it's like right. Like, I don't know. You need to be sort of musically clever to use these things. It's a good guitar. I like it. I'll never sell it because it's my first one. And it's like I'm so pleased I got a decent one to start with. It was bizarre. As soon as I plugged it in, it was like, you know, once it all set up, this is the first time this is played without having bad frets, whatever. And it was just, oh, this isn't as loud as I remember it to be. I think the solid top makes a difference in these guitars. I think that's pretty much me covered for this, so I think this will be my take to parties if I ever end up going to parties, or if I'm, you know, maybe even take it to download. No, I'd probably take an electric guitar, wouldn't I? Or out in the boat if that ever happens again. Get depressed now. So, rock on. I've got a guitar to fix up this afternoon. which I'll put the video. I'll do it this afternoon. I'll probably just put the video up tomorrow though. So rock on, happy Saturday, and I shall catch you all later.